Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:34 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And it's another great episode of Puttin in the Work with our friend Brett. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right. Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good, doing good.
I like that hoodie.
Thanks.
Quite nice.
I wish Jay would actually open his checkbook more and actually make moves.
You said make moves?
Yeah. I'm like, the guy's worth nearly $2 billion, and yet he's like skimping on cash. It's like...
Right. We call that cheap, you know?
Yeah, I'm on money other than sports.
Right, right. I hope that all of you beautiful people are doing great. Let's see who we got today. Yesenia Chavez is here. Hi,
Hey, Yesenia.
Yeah. Lily Barbush is here. Hello, Lily.
Hey, Lily, what's up?
You know Lily?
Yeah, I went to high school with you.
Oh, word up. Lily, what up? Good looking out. Thanks for tuning in to my brother Brett. Jackie Waldeer is here.
Hi,
Good morning,
Jackie.
Jackie. And of course, the one, the only, George Castillo.
Hey, George.
George, what up, big dog? How you doing? The time is 9:35 a.m. Brett, Brett, it's snowing outside. Very nice, very pretty. I love the snow. It's a very beautiful day. We had a great episode with Buenos Dias Aurora was going on today. You were part of the team and kicking butt. What'd you think? They did a good job.
They did great as always.
Yeah. You ready for the weekend?
Well, yeah, who isn't ready for the weekend? But with the new schedule with my other job, I'm not sure if I'm working. I know I usually work Sundays anyway, but I'm not sure if they're going to have me do Saturdays as well, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know.
So you definitely work Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that you have a good weekend, man. I hope that it's a prosperous, decent, beautiful weekend for you, man. All right.
Yeah.
How's Nabisco? It's going good over there.
Tons of changes and all that.
What kind of changes? New people?
Kind of. It's really tough to get into. It's all kinds of confusing. So
who the hell wants to talk about work? This is putting in the work.
Yeah.
This is putting in the work, not going to the work. Right.
That's the last thing I want to talk about. Like, didn't I do this and this, blah, blah, blah. Who wants to hear about that?
Right.
Come on.
I want to say good morning to the double features. Shout out to the double
Hey,
features.
Bob. Hey, Mike.
You guys are doing pretty good. The double features are doing really good work. And shout out to everybody on the Q101 team.
Definitely.
Tina Cornelius Polly is here.
Hi,
good
Tina.
morning to you, Tina. Good morning. All right. Well, we've done, this is what, our second or third week of putting in the work?
I believe it's the third, right?
Third week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been going really good, man. We've been kicking a lot of butt with putting in the work. So thank you, everybody who's been tuning in and watching the show. We appreciate all of you wonderful people. Time is 9:37 a.m. How's mom and dad doing?
They're doing good.
Okay.
My mom went in to work today because she didn't want to work on the weekend like I do. So, yeah, she had to do stuff with classroom and all that. So,
Really?
yeah.
Your mom's a teacher?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a good one at that. I can't go anywhere in Batavia without somebody not knowing her.
Right. Like, hey, you're Miss Putin's son.
Yeah.
Miss Puttin's son.
Yeah, Puttin, not Putin.
Right, yeah.
Like, I know I'm pale, but I'm not that pale.
Definitely not the last name to have. You got 2 T's in yours. The time is 9:37.
Thank God for the extra T.
Right. When's the next event that's going to be happening at either Dirty Nelly's or with the Q101 crew? Anything that they've got going on?
Q101 is doing the annual Ahoy concert. Bush and Silver Sun pickups. They're playing at the Morton Salt building, like that's where Morton Salt used to be, but they converted it into a venue, and it's going to be the first time they have a concert there. It's happening on February 25th, and the Q101 crew members, like, they sold out of tickets within, like, the first week or so. So
Is that the place that you were telling me about that's on in Pilsen?
No, that's Radius.
Okay, that's the big warehouse that they
Yeah.
made, right? Where's the Morton Salt joint?
I know it's like, you can
It's
see it from like
Chicago?
the expressway, yeah.
Okay, so that is Chicago.
Yeah.
All right. Morton Salt. Didn't know that. I got to check that out sometime.
Mhm.
Interesting. Sean Franklin's here.
Hey, Sean.
He says, "Good morning, Aurora. Have a great day. Get outside for fun day." Well, Sean, I'm looking outside right now, my brother, and I got to be honest with you.
I swear.
Hold on. Let me turn the camera around and see. Sean, where you calling from, man? Franklin? Florida? Hold on. Let's see if we can show the people the snow. Yeah, it's a snowy day out here where we're at in Aurora.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Sean. Sean says, good morning, Brett. Thanks for tuning in, man. And Michelle Marie is
Hi,
here.
Michelle.
She says, good morning, Brett.
Good morning, Michelle.
All right. Sean says, don't let it stop you. Well said, sir.
Yeah.
Well said. That's right. Because I used to live, a lot of these people don't know this. I used to live in California. So, Sean, you are right. Don't let that stop you. Because when I lived in California, I missed having 4 seasons. It never snowed in Southern California, in San Diego where I was at. So
San
you're right,
Diego
man.
is nice.
San Diego is nice.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I was in the Navy, so I was stationed down there, and I loved it.
Cool.
It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. All right. So, Brett, now that we're in a brand new year, this is the second episode of the year, and I think I'm going to have you interview somebody.
What are you thinking?
I think I'm going to have you interview one of our local leaders around here. I don't know who, though. I'm thinking about it. Should I have Brett interview? Who do you guys want to see Brett interview? Should we have him interview a musician,
That would be fun.
a politician,
My friend, I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, I want to interview somebody fun, and when I hear the word politician, I'm like,
True. No, you're right. You're right, man. I think
But
we got
Richard Irvin is
Richard
good.
Irvin's the man. Yeah, mayor
Yeah.
of Aurora.
He's doing a good job.
So I think we've got some friends who are musicians and
Yeah.
been reaching out. They've been watching the show.
That's good too.
Yep. So I think that maybe we can have you interview one of them. You up for that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And I remember, like, when I first started, I told you all about the double features and, like, how they could probably make a theme song.
Yes,
Like,
I've been thinking about a
really,
theme
I'm
song
like,
for us.
yeah, maybe I could even get them in one day if they're available, that is. But, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Let's so I've been thinking about a theme song too. Maybe the listeners can help us. What kind of vibe should we have for a theme song? You guys can let us know in the chat. Are you looking? Should we have a come and knock on our door?
Like the
We've been
Company.
waiting. Yeah. Should we have a Three's Company kind of theme song, or should we have like a Seinfeld type of joint? You know.
What's the deal with this microphone? That would be funny.
Oh man. George says the double feature is Bob Solek and Mike was Solek. Yeah. Brett's fun, something to match his personality. You're right. It's gotta just let me scratch that. See, that's what I like about George.
Yeah.
Right? George is right. We gotta see, I've been thinking
George
about
is a good guy.
what'll be a Brett kind of theme song there.
Well, like, do like 80s, 90s, grunge, early 2000s, pop punk, emo, rock, and alternative. So,
Right. I like emo. Emo's cool. I like a lot of stuff.
but like, I know that, like, with the emo bands, like, people are like, "Yo, do play that one." I'm like, okay, but hear me out.
Right.
The music is saying everything we wish we could say.
Brett, you love Seinfeld?
Who doesn't love Seinfeld?
That's a fact.
Oh
That's a
wait,
fact.
I can actually think of
There's
one
some
person.
people who I know a few people who don't like it. I don't
can-
understand this show. I'm like, well, date's over.
I can think of one person off the top of my head. Justin, I don't mean to call you out, man, but you're the one person that said, I don't like Seinfeld. And I'm like,
Dude, what in the world?
You really killed my vibe when he said that. I'm like, come on, Justin.
Who's your favorite Seinfeld character?
Background, your main cast?
Anybody. Anybody.
I really like the guy with like coming in with the chocolate bob cut and like.
Who was that?
You know the guy that says "Sorry."
Oh, that. Yeah.
Like
What's
that
his
guy.
name?
I think he's just the sorry guy, or whatever the.
Yeah.
Heck.
I like George's dad.
Yes.
George's dad.
Don't want a piece of me.
Festivus for the rest of us.
And he's haunted by his cooking. Go like no.
No, yeah, hell yeah. I actually think too that Seinfeld is probably one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah,
ever.
I'm like, come on,
Yep.
Larry David is hilarious.
He's a
Like, I'm not
genius.
sure if you've watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, but man, that show is hilarious.
Oh no, yeah, Curb is definitely
I
my
love
Curb is
that
definitely
show.
my joint. Actually, Brett, hand me that first piece of paper right there. I'm gonna have you deliver. We do got some news to deliver. Let me pick out what I wanted to read. So there's an interesting article, and I want to share a little bit. I'm gonna have Brett detail it, but I saw a great article, guys. Listen to this. Mexico's Mayan train critically threatens ancient pristine areas. The railway in Mexico and its hasty construction will endanger wilderness and ancient cave systems beneath the jungle floor. And that's according to droves of environmental experts and scientists. Brett, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take it from the top up here, parts,
Yeah.
and take it down to fragile ecosystems for our great listeners. The time is 9:44 a.m.
Now for the news. Mexico City. Parts of Mexico's remote southern jungles have barely changed since the time of ancient Maya. In the eyes of President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, a railway his government is building, known as the Tren Maya, will bring modern connectivity to areas of generations deprived of significant economic benefits. But the railway and its hasty construction also critically endanger pristine wilderness and ancient cave systems beneath the jungle floor. Droves of scientists and environmental activists say the railway is splitting the jungle in half, said Ismael Lyra, a guide who takes tourists to a cave that shelters millions of bats near the Calakmul biosphere.
Let me see what it says.
I'm
I
like,
don't know. So I'll be on. Oh, Calakmul.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Me too, bro.
I'm trying my best. I apologize
Me
if I
too.
mispronounce it. The Calakmul Biosphere Reserve. Lyra fears the train due to pass close by will disrupt wildlife routes and attract too much development to fragile ecosystems. Okay, I got that down.
You
Good.
did get it down. The time is 9:46 a.m. You're listening to watching Puttin in the Work, the greatest segment on the world's. You know, I'm gonna take it back. See, Q101. Let me tell you something about Q101. I love Q101. I always have, because I love radio and I love Chicago radio.
Yeah.
So I want to say that Q10. I want to give props to Q101 and all of its fans and listeners out there, because Q101's got Chicago in good hands.
Yeah.
Out here in Aurora, Brett is the man. And we're kicking
trying.
butt, patting ourselves a little bit on the back, but Brett's kicking a lot of butt, and I'm glad to meet this man. Shout out to the Wabanzi Community College Triumph Mentoring Program. That's how I met this dude. Word up. Anyway, back to what we were talking about the emo bands and the punk bands.
Yes.
I was the only young brother in Harvey. I grew up in Harvey. You guys remember that? I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only young brother in Harvey walking around with Megadeth T-shirts on and stuff.
Nice.
Let me tell you. I was definitely a special kid growing up. You know that? They're like, yo, what's up with this dude, man? Slayer and all that. What's Slayer?
Slayer.
Yeah,
Let's
Slayer.
go.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big metal fan. Huge metal fan. Yep. That's because my dad was a metal fan too. Because rock music, tell you guys something if you don't know, rock, blues, metal, depending on who you're listening to, it's not too far away. You know, it's all kind of mixed up in there.
Yeah.
What kind of music does your dad like?
He and my mom, they love Train, the biggest Train fans I know. And then, of course, my dad loves Journey, AC/DC, Queen.
I love Queen. Queen's a
Like,
good band.
all kinds of stuff, really. I'm like, whenever I've had with him, we listened to 90s on 9, 80s on 8. Like, well, we did when he had his Chevy Traverse, but
Chevy Traverse.
it's a nice ride.
Yep.
Liked
Josie Mendoza Geller is here. Good
Hi,
morning,
Josie.
Josie. Josie was at the party.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was. Hell yeah. Josie is a
Cool.
dear friend of the show, and she's part of the Aurora AEEF, the Aurora East Educational Foundation. Get to know everything that they do. They support all of our youth and all of our schools, and they've been doing it for a very long time. She's also on the Aurora Citizens Police Academy as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she kicks the same amount of butt that we do, right? She
Yeah.
helps people, delivers news.
Definitely.
I want to say, Jackie said something. Let me scroll to where Jackie said it. She said, Chicago radio is for sure something. That's right.
Chicago radio is the best kind. LA, New York, they got nothing on us.
Well, hold on, bruh. No. I gotta. Let me plug in real quick. I gotta
Okay.
say something. There is a guy, Art LeBeau. Art LeBeau is a legendary California, LA radio personality. He
Okay.
plays all the oldies. He's been playing oldies since the 40s out there. Shout out to Art LeBeau, because as a guy who grew up on the oldies and all that slow doo-wop kind of stuff, when I did go to LA, let me tell you, it was great to put on Art LeBeau at night.
Okay.
So-
he's the exception.
He's Shout out to Art LeBeau. The time is 9:49 a.m. Josie, thank you. Good morning to you too. Colleen Barry Puttin.
Hey,
That's
Mom.
mom. That's
Yeah.
mom, right? Yeah. See, I know your family now too. Your friends are. We got the same friends now, man. It's funny because OD, right?
Yeah, OD.
I
He's
keep
the
thinking
man.
about this dude, man. And Stephanie Clark Castillo, George Castillo.
Steph
Now,
is great.
it's interesting because like meeting you and doing what we do here on the air, and you've been delivering news and everything too. I'm so happy to see, like, when I see their posts come up, I always hit a like for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be connected to good people, man.
Damn, like, get to the best of friends I could ask for. We talk about all kinds of stuff, joke around. It's a good time.
It is a good time. Yep. So we got any Sox fans in the? Let's verge on the wild side. Who's a Sox fan in the chat? Let's spice it up a little bit. We
Also
got
known
any
as the
Sox
fun
fans?
one.
We got any Sox fans in the chat? I'm asking because Brett, let me see that hoodie. Yeah, look at that. Hold on, get the camera right. Look at that. Go Sox, baby. Go Sox.
I'm trying, like, really, I'm trying to be supportive, but, like,
But here's another. If you're a Sox fan, say what's up in the chat to us. If you're a Cubs fan, say what's up to the chat to us too. This is an everybody show. The time is 9:51 a.m. Here's a question. We asked this. This question was part of Good Morning Aurora yesterday, but let's ask it for our people today. If money was not an issue and failure was not an option, what would you do?
that's a tough one. Like,
I know what you would do. You're doing it, right? Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah, radio.
yeah.
But if let's just ask the listeners that if money was not an issue and failure was not an option, what would you do? Jackie Walter, Cubs fan right there, always. Okay, shout out to you, Jackie. And Josie Mendoza says Cubs, always. Word up. Brian, OD is here. He says,
OD,
go
what's
Sox. OD.
He's the best.
But that's the question of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know that. If money was not an issue and failure was not an option, what would you do? I'll start off. I'm already doing it. I wanted to be on the radio when I was a kid. Shout out to Herb Kent. Herb Kent is the man who I grew up listening to, and I always thought I'd have the coolest job if I could do what he did. Brett's here doing his thing. You guys let us know. Michelle Marie, I'd be a writer. Well done, Michelle.
That's awesome.
Well done, Michelle.
And, like, I got a ton of respect for writers and all that, like, coming up with ideas and, like, writing a whole story.
Absolutely.
Like, really, I love that.
Brett, what would the title of your life story be?
That's a tough one.
Mr.
I'm like,
Awesome.
yeah. I could just be called Trying My Best, one day at a time.
Colleen says, born and raised a Sox fan. Shout out, go Sox. That's
That's
mine.
why I'm a Sox.
That's right. That's right. Michelle says she'd be a writer. What would you guys be? OD, what would you be? If money was not an issue and failure was not an option, what would you do? George says some kind of media platform. Nice.
Yeah.
George, when you get that platform up, you let me know, bruh. I'm subscribing. Any of you guys do anything, I'm subscribing. The time is 9:53. I like writers.
Yeah.
Writers, artists, all that kind of good
I'm
stuff.
like TV writers, books. I'm like, any kind of writer is awesome in my book. I'm like, I really like James Patterson, great writer.
Great writer. Holy cow.
Real, his books are just great.
Yep.
And I also like get all the famous people writing books now, like Dave Grohl came out with a book called
Foo Fighters? Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also was in Nirvana, so he's technically in the Rock and
He was in Nirvana. That's
Roll
right.
Hall of Fame twice.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
He was in Nirvana. That's right.
Yeah.
OD says he'd be a race car driver.
Ooh. That's what I wanted to do as a kid. But,
Really?
But then, like, I had motion sickness as a kid, so my mom was like, absolutely not. So, yeah, so to compensate for not being a race car driver, I like to, rev my engine a little bit. I got a 4-cylinder, and it puts a smile on my face every time I hear it.
I love it, man. I love it. Colleen says, I would build an education center and staff it with the very best teachers and administrators I've met during my 30-plus years of teaching. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Now, see, here's what's it, because mom's a teacher.
Yeah.
That's the thing that the world needs more of. If you're in an industry and you know good people, put those people up, man. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of teachers have been doing so much good work, but the leadership hasn't been treating them right, and that's been translating into, a lack of dollars and many things. So shout out to all of our educators. Shout out.
I remember one day before, at my other job, the part-time videography job at Wabansi Community College, trying to think of the guy's name, Steve, and he said, you know why management is bad? Those are the people that couldn't handle it in the trenches with the regular people. So they somehow got a promotion. And the good people, we're in the trenches, working our butts off. The people up top, they couldn't handle it, so they somehow got a free pass.
Yeah, one of the things I learned just in my years of growing up and developing myself professionally was, and I've been living by it, like, I don't ask people to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
Yeah.
Never. I never ask people to do stuff that I wouldn't do. You don't as a leader or an administrator, as a person in charge, you don't put people in positions where they can't grow, and you don't put people in positions to accept a responsibility that you wouldn't accept. You don't push people in front of the bus,
Exactly.
There's a lot of that going on in corporate America too, which is sad. Alejandra says, I'm changing my answer from the other day. She tuned in.
Cool.
I would travel the world and connect with different people and learn about different cultures while doing photography. That's a good job.
And that's the one thing I love about social media. It makes the world not seem so big. Like, it connects people from all over. Like, I've talked to people from the UK, people from Ireland, people from all over, and I like that.
And you're Irish, right?
My pale skin is a dead giveaway, so.
I'm Irish too,
Hey, man, everybody's Irish on St. Paddy's Day.
Oh, God. We're having too much fun at 9:57 a.m. The time is 9:57. Colleen says, Mom says, our daughter is studying to be a teacher. So proud of her. And, of course, Brett, with this new adventure with your Curtis. No problem, ma'am. No problem. Not at all. Chris is here. Chris Kopiak.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
What up, man? He says, good morning, gentlemen. Good to see you, too. Well, so here's the thing, Brett. As I mentioned, the guy who I'm going to have you interview, his name is Noah Gabriel Giblin. If anybody's interested in listening to some really good music, Americana, blues, Noah Gabriel Giblin. We've interviewed him on Good Morning Aurora. I'm going to put him and Brett together, and
that's awesome.
We're going to work it out, man. I want you to interview this guy.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
And really, with a name like that, he could be president.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of name you say to the police when you get pulled over, guy have a ticket. Who? Name? Yeah, Noah Gabriel Giblin. Oh, shit. Oh. Be on your way, sir. Oh, let me not hold you up. Chris, it's all good. You're here, man. Mike is here. Shout out to the double features. Brandon Raymond, what it is.
Hey, Brandon.
And Michelle Marie says, can't wait to hear the interview. Absolutely.
Like, you'll be fun.
Yep. So Noah Gabriel, for anyone who is local or looking for something good to do, Brother Chimp Brewing Company in Oswego and Pollyanna Brewing Company in St. Charles are the two venues that Noah has under his belt. I think he also welcomed a new daughter to the family, so we're working out the time for him to do the interview. But when we get it, Brett's going to do it. Brett will be doing it and leading. Brett will be leading.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I actually watched the interview that Seth Rogen movie.
What
Where they go out to North Korea and interview Kim Jong-un.
Oh, what is it? What the hell's the name of that movie?
The interview.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I watched it, I'm like, no, not a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it.
I got to check it out. You know, I saw a movie just the other day. I don't know if any of the listeners have ever seen this movie. It's an older movie, but I just watched it for the very first time. The Pope of Greenwich Village.
Oh, that sounds good.
You never seen it?
No,
It's
I haven't.
a really good movie. It's a really good movie. Like, it was pretty good. It's like I think it's a late 80s or early 90s movies or something like that. But boy, it was a really good movie. Pope of Greenwich Village. If anybody's interested in watching a movie, check that out. Right now it's on YouTube for free. They got free movies on YouTube.
Yeah, I know that. I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was scrolling. I was like, oh, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly for free. I watched that movie the other day too.
free with ads, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I see way too many ads.
Ooh, ooh, womp, womp, womp. OD says, check out Kaleidoscope on Netflix. All right.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, we're going to check it out. The time is 10 o'clock. Brett, what did we forget? Did we forget anything? Did we forget anything?
Well, if we're going to end it soon, then I got to say what I always say. Stay classy, Aurora.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll tell the folks to stay classy. I think we got everything, though.
Yeah.
Tuesday, you will return, right? 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. We've got our staff meeting next week. Don't
Sounds
forget.
great.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. So we've got a staff meeting. We welcomed a brand new teammate. So our show is doing good and growing.
Yeah.
And we're looking good for 2023. So absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching our segment here, putting in the work. Brett, you the man, dog.
Thanks, man.
But you know I tell you that all the time.
Oh, well,
I know
yeah.
that. You know that.
Yeah.
dog.
I'm like, I still like hearing it.
OD, we're going to check out Kaleidoscope on Netflix. I hope that all of you beautiful people have a great, motivated, uplifting, and inspired Thursday. Be the very best that you can be. And shout out to Brett and Wabanzi Community College Triumph Mentoring Program. Stay classy, Aurora. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Take it easy.